Hi guys, welcome to Crypto 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. And as you all know, if you are just joining the show for the first time, please subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can always get the best out of the best when it comes to this show. Today, I'm sorry I couldn't come on live due to technical analysis, so I had to kind of pre-record this before I bring it to you. All right, but the most important thing is we are still here and we're still going to pass the message to the crypto community so we all know what we need to do. I'm Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, aka KC the Great, and thanks for joining me once again this morning on this beautiful show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show. And if you look at the market, you'll see that we are dumping so hard. And I said it yesterday, so because this is not surprising to me. If you've been watching the show and you know everything about the show, this is not surprising because take a look at what I said yesterday on the show. I said this is bad. This is bad, and I warn you guys on what you need to do and what you do not need to do. And you can see it's playing out exactly as I predicted. The market is still dumping, and I have a feeling we might take out this 102 and probably create a new low before we now be looking for a structure to buy. But you can see all the market are in red and are not really looking great. All right, without wasting our time, let's check some news as well before we know how we're going to go about our portfolio this morning. And if you look at the first news, Bitcoin ETH Solana traders liquidated for over 1 billion as prices dump 5 to 10%. That is huge. And also we got Bitcoin hands October in red for the first time since 2018. You can see for the first time since 2018. And I showed you guys yesterday. I said you can see the last bull cycle, what happened during the monthly candle, and that was the reason why I told you guys it's not going to be easy. You can see, look at it right here. You can see what happened the moment we broke the structure, the market tanked down, and now we broke the structure, the market tanked down. Now we're breaking the structure again, and if we take out this 102, so help us God, because the market might drop down to 74,000 thereabout, and it's going to be a hard crash. If you watch my show, there's this I drop, let's see, I said biggest crash. You can see I made a video about it. I said biggest crash is coming, and I predicted it's going to happen this week. So I don't know if that's what we're going to see today. You can see it's still dropping, and you can see me, I'm smiling and I'm happy. It's not because I'm happy the market is dumping. I'm happy because I told you guys to stay away from the market, so you shouldn't be losing your money. Rather, you'll be ready to buy it at a cheaper rate. And when that happens, that means you're doing a great job. So Bitcoin ends October in red for the first time since 2018. Also, you can see Bitcoin now dips below 106,000 US dollars amid crypto fear and greed index drop to extreme fear. That is huge. Yes, the Bitcoin, I'm going to show you guys on the show also, the fear and greed index dropped to extreme fear. So when you see all this news, you do not need to doubt anything. You don't need to think, oh, okay, what am I going to do? What is going on? Everything has been said on this show. Everything you are seeing happening on the crypto space right now, I said it a month ago, 2 weeks ago, last week, and even I'm repeating it again. because the chart analysis is what will tell you if you should stay in the market or not. And we're going to check the event, which is the economic calendar, which is the fundamental and the sentiment. So everything is on this show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, and this is the only place where we trade it and we do not gamble it. All right, let's move on to the news. Let's continue with the news and let's take a look at some altcoins, and you can see they are not doing well as well. You can see this Ethereum under bearish pressure as on-chain data hints market reversal. Solana also slumps 20% despite record ETF inflows, signaling institutional interest. Not only Solana, Chainlink near $15 support in symmetric triangle, signaling what? Potential breakthrough. Don't worry, we're going to go to the chart and I'll show you everything we are reading on the news. And now another news is BNB momentum builds, highest potential breakouts towards 1,230. And if you watched the show yesterday, I told you the only coin or the only time you could get out of BNB is when it drops into this zone or below this zone. And I said we can start buying into this zone from this. You can see I put it there already since yesterday that this is going to be our buying point between 970 and 850. That is where we should start accumulating. There we can see the market probably retrace before it will start dumping. And not only altcoins, even meme coins are suffering. And if you look at meme coins, Dogecoin plunges 8% as price action point to brief technical bounce, and this is really crazy. Now Shiba Inu, the biggest holders are dumping Shiba Inus. That means the whales are dumping Shiba Inu. So whales lot, Shiba Inu is being dumped by whales. So everything now looks so scary. You understand? It looks so scary, and that is why we have panic in the market and everyone doesn't know what to do. But if you are a subscriber on this show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show on Crypto 101 channel on YouTube, you will have nothing to worry about because all of these are being said and we back it up with analysis in chat, and every day you can go watch the previous video and see what I said about what is happening now. So whales are dumping and that is crazy. So what do we need to do? We just need to wait and see how the whole market is going to react, and I'm going to tell you what to do regarding your portfolio. I know some of you are not in the market already if you're following me, because I told you stay away from it as long as you are a spot trader or an investor. Stay away from the market. But if you are derivative future trading that you're going in and out, that is not a problem. You can short the market. But if you're an investor and a spot trader, I told you guys to stay away from the market. But we're coming to the chart analysis as well to discuss more about that. And South Korea's inflation rises to 2.4% amid weaker won. BOKI's steady what? That is Bank of Korea's steady rates. And we're going to see how that is going to go. All right, that's all about the news that are making waves on the radar. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do that right now. Subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you will always get the best out of the best when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. Also, you can follow me on X, you can follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on TikTok. Also, you can follow me on Instagram to get all these nuggets I've got for you on this great show. All right, without wasting our time, let's check what is going with the Forex, with the economic calendar, which is what the event of the day. And today being Tuesday, the 4th of November 2025, we do not have any much thing coming out of the fundamental space. The United States US government shutdown is still going on, and we've not been getting a lot of data, and I believe is even part of all these things affecting the crypto. Imagine Solana had ETF, but yet it's still dropping. BTC rate cut still dropping. dropping, Ethereum still dropping, almost everything is dropping, and it's crazy, guys. It's really crazy, guys. So we need to see what is going on. So nothing to write home about the economic calendar. Let's check what the cryptocurrency market cap is looking like. And I kid you not, I know is going to be looking so bad. Remember, we were on 4.3 trillion some months ago or weeks ago. Now we're down to 3.5. Wow, this is crazy. 3.5 trillion US dollars. That is massive. And about 230 billion US dollars trading volume in the last 24 hours. Can you see that the market is dumping big? And are we in bear market, or we are getting close to? I've said all I have to told you guys, and you need to check all the videos. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research. All right, 3.5 billion is what the market cap is sitting on, and you can see the trending tokens Zcash, Firo, and Pips are trending, and if you see the top gainers right there. But let's take a look at the top 10 to see what is really going on with this crypto thing. You can see Bitcoin still maintaining number one, of course, even though it's trading at 103,000 US dollars, and it has dropped about 9% in the last 7 days, and over 15% drop in Ethereum in the last 7 days. That is wow. So Ethereum sitting at number 2, Theta at number 3, XRP at number 4, and if you look at BNB at number 5, Solana at number 6, USDC at number 7, Lido Stake at number 9, Tron Lido Stake at number 8, Tron at number 9, Dogecoin sitting at number 10, and you can see all of them are dropping. Look at the last 7 days. We have 15%, 16%, even 21% Solana drop in the last 7 days. You can see 19, 18, and it shows that the market is dumping. But what do? We're going to discuss that in the chart analysis shortly. Let's take a look at what is going on with other tokens like Cardano, Chainlink, Hyperliquid. They are below top 10. But if you are interested in knowing where that your project sits on the cryptocurrency market ranking, you might want to check that out on CoinGecko.com. All right, I haven't said that. Let's now check what the chart is doing. Let's see what is really going on with the chart. And if you look at the chart right now, you'll see that the whole thing is looking crazy in the sense that the market is dumping and the market is in panic. So what do we need to do at this stage? We just need to continue what we've been doing for the past 2-3 weeks. Sit back and relax. If you're an investor, if you're a spot trader, sit back. Now, only if you're a derivative future trader and all of that, you might want to take shots, short the market down, but that is risky, and you need to have a vast knowledge in trading before you get into that. And if you're interested in that, I have a Signal group, I have a community. It's free of charge. It's Instacash trading community. You might want to join in on Discord or Telegram. The links are down in the description. All right, back to the chart, and if you look at the chart right now, the market is dumping. I expect this market to create a new low. That's what I'm expecting. I expect this market to create a new low, and maybe from there we're now going to see a push back, then we're going to see push down. So we're now going to be having our lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then lower low, lower high, like that. So what do you need to do with Bitcoin right now? Please stay away from it. It's still a sell. Like I told you yesterday, stay away from Bitcoin. It's still a sell, and you can see it's still dumping. So BTC is still a sell. Stay away from it. You can see it's red right there. What about ETH, Ethereum? Still a sell, my guy. I told you guys stay away from ETH as well, and you can see it's still a sell, even though I drew this line to be our buying zone, because we have this 1, 2, 3, and let's see if we go to 4-hour time frame. If we're going to see any structure to give us a buy, then we can start buying into that zone, because it has entered the zone. So let's see if we are going to see the market bouncing back between this 3.5 and 3,300. Once we get an entry, we need to get in there because it is now into the zone where we need to buy. Let's take a look at Link. Link, the same thing. It's not a buy. Stay away from it. AAVE, stay away from it. Solana too is now into the buying zone, and let's see if we're going to get a buy structure from a lower time frame, or if you want to get into the market, you might want to get into it now and put your stop loss at 140. But I like to use the lower time frame to get a signal, because coming down into the zone doesn't mean it's not going to break the floor. It might break it. So sometimes I like to use 4 hours to see if I'm going to get a structure that will give me a buy, then I buy, or I just get in since it's into my buying zone, then I DCA it down. I'm not going to buy all at once since I'm not using structure. I DCA it down until it starts recovering up. Let's take a look at BNB. BNB also is into the buying zone. I think, yeah, is into the buying zone as well. So let's see how far it can go. If we're going to get a structure, then we can get back into the market. Let's take a look at LTC. It's not a buy, stay away from it. Let's take a look at SUI. It's not a buy, stay away from it. Let's take a look at AVAX. Not a buy, stay away from it. Let's take a look at ADA, which is Cardona. Not a buy, stay away from it. Let's take a look at XRP. The same thing, not a buy, stay away from it. Let's take a look at TON. Not a buy, stay away from it. Let's take a look at what is it called? Asterdex. Asterdex gave us entry here, but you can see it's been invalidated. So I think we might just want to wait for Asterdex now to give us a structure, because this invalidated and is breaking below it. So Asterdex, we are just going to wait for it to give us a structure. So stay away from Asterdex. Now let's take a look at Pump Fund. Pump Fund has broken the structure since yesterday. I told you we're looking for a new buy. Let's take a look at Ondo. It's not a buy, stay away from it. If you have any altcoins you want me to add to this analysis, you might want to comment down in the comment section, or send me a DM, or join the community, then we can add it to the list. Let's take a look at some meme coins. We all know Dogecoin is not doing good. Dogecoin is not a buy yet. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is not a buy yet. Let's take a look at Pepe, the same thing. Let's take a look at Popcat, not a buy yet. Trump coin was giving us gain yesterday. It's still a buy for, I don't know how this token is just so strong like this. Still a buy, stop loss at 5.5. Let's take a look at Millennial Coin. Not a buy yet. Let's take a look at Notcoin. Not a buy yet. Deep has dropped into the zone that we might be looking for buy on the lower time frame. So we're going to see if we're going to get a buy, but it's into our buying zone. We can start DCAing, or we're going to look into if we're going to get a structure, because today might be a massive dump. So let's wait for structure. They are into the zone where we need to buy, but we're going to look for 4 hours to get into the market. Let's take a look at X2 is dropping, is not yet in the zone, so stay away from it. What about Swam? Swam is still a buy, you can see. And one thing I'm noticing about Swam, when other tokens are falling, Swam always shoot up, and I don't know why. So Swam is still a buy, you can see it's still in green. So that's that regarding the meme tokens and meme coins. Do you have any meme tokens or meme coin you want me to take a look at? You might want to send me a DM or comment in the comment section, or join the community on Discord or Telegram. The links are down in the description. Then I'm going to add them to the list of the things we're going to take a look at. So right now BTC is trading at 104,000 and Ethereum is trading at 3,499, and some of the altcoins have now dropped into the buying zone, but we need to get a confirmation probably in a 4 hour to get into it. Or if you want to buy, you buy, and make sure you put your stop loss at the end of the sell, which for Ethereum will be at 3,003 thereabout. But I always like us to get a good entry using lower time frame, because the market might just continue to dump and it's going to hit the stop loss. So sometimes, yes, it's in a buy zone, but we need confirmation to know, yes, we can get in. So that is that regarding the chart analysis this morning, and thanks for joining me on the show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show. And this is the only place where we trade it and we do not gamble it. But as you all know, we cannot end the show without checking what the fear and greed now looks like right now. We know it's extreme fear, but let's take a look at the numbers. And if you look at the numbers right now, fear and greed index is sitting at 21. That is extreme fear. Last month was greed, last week was neutral, yesterday was fear, and now is extreme fear, sitting at 21%. That is crazy. That means everyone is so scared, and you need to start getting to the market when everyone is scared. But remember, the deep might want to deep more, so you will need a structure, or let it drop into the buying zone that we can DCA in. That is how you do it. But remember, this is not financial advice, it's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford to lose. And you can see, if you've not subscribed to the channel or you just joined the show for the first time, please subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can always get the best out of the best of this great channel. All right, you can follow me on X, on Facebook, and on TikTok to get some nugget, even on Instagram, so you get more things we share while we are not live. All right, I'm still your boy Ahmed Elad Meji Kazim, aka Casing the Great, and thanks for riding with me today, this morning, on this great show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. Until I catch you tomorrow on another wonderful packed episode of this great show, please stay out of trouble, trade well, and remember, it's not how many trades you take, but how much profit you make. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, and it's peace out.